When people think about email automation in HubSpot, two tools always come up: sequences and workflows. And honestly, that makes sense. Both can send emails, both can be automated, both are used every single day. So most users naturally think, okay, these are just two ways to automate emails. That's not wrong, but it's incomplete. Because email is not what defines these tools. It's just one action they can perform. What really matters is the role they play inside HubSpot. HubSpot didn't build sequences as light workflows or workflows as advanced sequences. They were designed for two very different jobs. Sequences are built to organize and support human sales activity, and workflows are built to orchestrate business processes, data, automation, and marketing efforts. Yes, both can send emails, but they don't exist for the same reasons. Once you understand that, the confusion disappears. So let's break down one by one. What a sequence really is. A sequence is not an automation that replaces a salesperson, it's an automation that structures their work. Think of a sequence as a cadence, a rhythm, a checklist that unfolds over time. It answers one simple question: what should I do next with this project and when? That's it. So here's a sequence in HubSpot. When you operate a sequence, you don't see branches or logic trees, you just see a linear timeline with email, delay, task, delay, another email, etc., etc. And that's not accidental, because sequences are designed to mix automation and human action. Sequence emails are one-to-one, sent from a personal inbox, designed to feel conversational, and they can be fully automated or manual, where HubSpot reminds you to review and send. HubSpot is not trying to remove the human from the loop, it's trying to support the human. But in sequence, tasks are the real key. This is where the misunderstanding usually happens. Sequences don't just send emails, they create tasks. Call this contact, send a manual email follow-up. And the sequence can even pause until the task is completed. That's not marketing automation, that's sales execution support. Sequences are designed to stop when a conversion starts. By default, a sequence stops if the contact replies, a meeting is booked. Why? Not because automation is bad, but because once a human replies, the cadence has done its job, and at that point, the salesperson takes over. Basically, a sequence exists to start a conversation, not to talk over it. If we need to summarize that, sequences are built to organize outreach, enforce follow-up discipline, reduce mental load for salespeople, support conversations. They are sales-first tools. Now, let's switch worlds completely. Now, what a workflow really is: a workflow is not a cadence, this time it's a machine. It answers a very different question. When something happens in the CRM, what should the system do automatically? Workflows don't wait for humans, they react to events. That's an easy example. When you open a workflow, you don't see a timeline. You see an enrollment trigger, you see branch, you see different actions that you can find here. This is not about what I do next, this is about when X happens, the system should do Y. And yes, as we can see, HubSpot workflows can send email. But these are usually marketing emails, automated notifications, or system-driven communications. They are not conversational by default, they are process-driven. And importantly, workflows do not naturally stop on replies unless you explicitly design them to. Because they are not built around conversations, they are built around rules. But the real power of workflows is the data. And that's the biggest difference. Because workflow can update properties, create records, associate objects, assign owners, manage subscriptions, sync data with other tools, trigger webhooks, etc., etc. Sequences just can't do that because that's not their job. So here's the right mental model. Think of it like, if sequences are about helping a salesperson do their jobs, workflows are about making the company operate consistently at scale. Emails are just one possible output out of many. I would like to make a small clarification, but important. You still can design workflows that stop on replies. You can make them behave politely. So this is not sequences are smart and workflows are dumb. It's about default intent. Sequences assume a human conversation may start at any moment, when workflows assume the system continues unless explicitly told to stop. But the good thing is we can make them work together, and this is where HubSpot actually shines. Sequences and workflows are not competitors because they are complementary. We have a classic hybrid pattern, which is very common, a very clean setup. A workflow detects something, a lead reaches a score, a form is submitted, a deal is created. The workflow assigns an owner, prepares the data, then enrolls the contact into a sequence. The sequence handles human outreach, the cadence, the conversation, system select, human engage. That's exactly how HubSpot expects you to use them. But we have a classic mistake, is using a workflow to simulate a sales sequence. The result, emails keep sending after replies, logic becomes fragile, trust drops, sales team hate it. If the goal is a conversation, use a sequence. And if the goal is a process, use a workflow. So let's simplify everything. Sequences organize human sales activity, mix emails and tasks, support conversations, and stop naturally when humans engage. On the other hand, workflows orchestrate business processes, manage data, automate at scale, require explicit logic to stop. Both can send emails, but once again, email is not their main purpose. If you're building complex workflows or trying to clean up automations that's already messy, I've put together something specifically for that, which is the Workflow Box. It's a collection of real production-ready workflows about data hygiene, routing, lifecycle management, automation patterns that actually scale. You can find the link below for free. It was Greg. I wish you a great day and see you next week.